When you think of dangerous products in your home, the hairdryer isn't typically one that comes to mind. But if you think about it, you've got this small concentrated device capable of producing intense amounts of heat with only a couple tiny mechanisms on the inside of this device to prevent it from bursting into flames. And unfortunately, when those little safety mechanisms fail, that is exactly what happens. And that has sparked a new round of class action lawsuits. And I have Scott Hardy from Top Class Actions with me right now to tell us what's happening. And Scott, we're seeing this problem with Conair hair dryers. A couple certain models of their hair dryers, according to a new lawsuit, are actually defective and causing burns and sparks and occasionally actually bursting into flames while being used. What's going on with this?
Well, let's rewind. Go back to 2017. It's a great year, maybe it wasn't. But there was a class action settlement back there in 2017 where Conair said, all right, we've had a tough fight. They actually beat a class action about faulty hair dryers and defective hair dryers. But then on appeal, came back to bite them. The class was decertified, but they were going back and forth. And Conair finally said, hey, let's stop. We'll put $5.4 million out there to resolve these claims of these defective hair dryers. And so those folks who had the Conair Infinity Pro 1875 watt 259 and 279 hair dryers were either able to replace their hair dryer or get $5. Well, now a few years later, we see this class action get filed. And once again, it is for the Conair Infinity Pro Hair Styler Series dryers. And it's the same 259Y model hair dryer. Same problems. It's sparking. It's causing people to get burned. It's causing property damage. And, this class action is being filed on behalf of those consumers. But right now, this class action is only filed on behalf of Illinois. I know for a fact that this will greatly expand to a nationwide basis based on some other work that some clients of ours are doing. So don't be surprised at all to see this go nationwide shortly. But, it's interesting that the law firm that filed this class action is actually a personal injury law firm. So somebody called in and said, hey, I was hurt. What do I do? And those lawyers at that PI law firm identified that this was a good class action, didn't just file the individual lawsuit against Conair, said, no, this is a problem that needs to be solved. This is not just affecting one person. So let's go ahead and file that nationwide class action to get the ball rolling against Conair.
Scott, there's been plenty of times you and I have talked about products or services or what have you on this show. And there's been plenty of times where I've said, oh my God, that actually applies to me. I can safely say here, though, that this hairdryer issue does not affect me at all. So I'm glad about that. But on a serious note here, we have a company who, as you pointed out, back in 2017, this same problem was there. They paid out a couple $1 million for that and said, okay, now that's done. And then apparently did nothing about it, though. I mean, I guess you could call it, they righted the wrongs with the consumers, but not with the product. And that's always got to be the second step of this. You can't just give people money and then say, whew, all right, good job, guys. Everybody go home, take a half day here. You have to go back and fix the product, and apparently they haven't done that either.
Exactly. This was the exact problem that was identified back in 2017. So that was when it was settled. You can bet that the original class action was probably filed in 2015 or before. So Conair has known about this issue and for some reason hasn't gone into their assembly line and actually fixed the problem. And now, hopefully now, after this second class action has been filed, they're doing it. But we'll see. It's very sad that it appears that there are still these Conair Infinity Pro hairstylers out there that are causing sparks, potential property damage, personal injury problems, and people are getting burned. And Conair knew about it. And I think that's what's going to make the damages much, much higher, potentially, is that, this isn't new. This isn't something that Conair went, oh my gosh, this is brand new. We've heard about it. We're going to address it. No, this has been addressed. This was shown to them years ago, yet for some reason, they haven't been able to fix it.
Well, hopefully the lawyers on this, as you mentioned, they're personal injury lawyers. This is their wheelhouse. I think they're going to do a phenomenal job on this. And in the meantime, if you have this hairdryer, you know somebody who does, you've seen it laying around in your bathroom, even if you're not the one who uses it, make sure you follow the link in the description of this video. Find out all of the information necessary. It may be worthwhile, not saying 100%, but it may be, to go out, purchase a different hairdryer, and save that receipt if you do, because we're finding out more and more that these Conair dryers are not completely safe. Again, follow the link in the description. It's got all the information, the models, all of that. Save receipts if you buy a new one or if you have the one from that one. And of course, to stay on top of issues like this, subscribe to the Top Class Actions weekly newsletter. Scott Hardy with Top Class Actions, thank you very much for talking with us today.
You're welcome, Farron. I just want to emphasize, if you do have this hairdryer and you decide to dispose of it, take pictures of the hairdryer, take pictures of the serial number, the model number, specifically take pictures of all angles of the plug. That's where you could find some additional details, and that's what you will likely need to submit a claim if there is an eventual settlement. Thank you for your time, Farron.
Thank you. Wonderful advice. See you next time.
This is an important message for our nation's veterans. If you served our country in the military between 2003 and 2015 and you suffered significant hearing loss, you might be entitled to compensation, because the hearing protection you were issued may be at fault for the damage you suffered, but you need to act now. Your time to make a claim might be limited. Learn more at levinlaw.com/earplugs.